Hello, assalamu alaikum, and welcome back to Elsutra's kitchen. My ladies, today's recipe video is going to be a recipe of a catfish. Actually, what is your favorite fish? One of my favorite is catfish. I love salmon. I also love tilapia fish. So on this recipe video, I'm going to show you. Actually, I'm going to be taking you to shopping to shop for the fish, and we're also going to clean it up together, and we're going to cook it and make this yummy pepper soup ready for everyone to dive into. So my ladies, if you are new in this channel, you are welcome, and if you are a returning family member, thank you so much for clicking to watch. Let's go shopping. So as you can see, I came to my favorite sea market to get my fish, and this market is an Asian market. It's called Fresh Value. It's so close to my house. I always run errands there to just go get some fish or to get some, even they have an African aisle for some grocery, for some spices, food and stuff like plantain. They even have yam and other things. So I actually even get moringa there. So they have so many amazing stuff in the market. So as I'm trying to get my fish, I actually got my catfish. I gave it already to the person there trying to wash it for me, and I got this kind of fish as well. It's called bonito. So I'm going to be making a different recipe with this fish. We're going to be having it in our next video, inshallah. So this is the catfish. It's alive. It's walking down there. So I will be taking you along with this recipe, and I'm going to show you everything. So I found that my fish in this market is actually really cheap. Like this whole fish is about $9. It is $8.90, and this catfish, I got 2 full catfish and it cost me about $9.22, which is a good price, because with this fish my husband and I are going to eat it at least maybe 4 times, because this is just half of the fish. I already cooked half of it. So as you can see, they already washed it in the market, but look at that. I just added some hot boiling water into the fish, and I added some salt to wash it, and look at that yolky slimy thing coming out of that fish. I tried to scrub it with my fingers, but it was really hot. So I just grabbed a small knife and I'm trying to wash it away. So after adding the hot water, I drained them off, and now the fish is looking much better. But before I put it into the pot and I started cooking it, I want the fish to rest, since I already poured some boiling water on it. So I'm adding some cold water back to the fish in order for all the residue to come out, and also for the fish to also rest. So as you can see here, I have my onions, I have some scotch bonnet, which I'm just going to be using half of it. I have some garlic, half tomatoes, and some red bell peppers. I also have some fresh thyme, which I'm not going to blend. You're just going to see me put it in the pot. So I'm just going to blend this into a semi-smooth paste. It's not going to be like really smooth, and it's not going to be chunky. So you're just going to be seeing how much. So this is the consistency I'm trying to tell you, so that when you're drinking the soup, there's not going to be too much chunk of tomatoes or some chunks of onions in there, but as well as you are not having it as you are having a curry. You understand what I'm saying, right? So I have my water, which I always boil before I started cooking, because it makes my cooking faster and my life easier. And I added some mixed spices that contains kind of ginger, cloves, cardamom, and other ingredients. It's actually kind of like a traditional spices mixed together. I also added some salt, and I added some chicken seasoning. My ladies, be careful with adding salt into the pepper soup. I just added my thyme. As I was saying, you don't want to add too much salt into the pepper soup, because we want the fish to cook in there, and we want the water to drain a little bit. So if you add much salt right in the beginning, then it's going to make your soup to be salty. And we don't want your pepper soup to be salty, because you want to have the pepper soup with the soup together. So you don't want it to be really salty, you want it to be in between. So as you can see, I just added my paste that I just blended from my blender, and I'm waiting for this to simmer a little bit. I'm going to be covering my pot to let it simmer, to let it boil out, so that all my ingredients are going to cook and cooperate all together before I add my fish. Because even though catfish needed some more time to cook than the rest of the fishes, because it has more of a stronger skin, so but as well, I will still cook my soup, boil my water up, and make sure my ingredients are cooked right before I added my fish. So by the time I add my fish, it's just going to be taking about 10 to 15 minutes to cook everything. So before I added it, it was boiling for about 5-7 minutes, and I'm going to be adding my fish right now and let it cook for about another 10 minutes, or until I see the skin is actually falling out of the fish. So you're going to be seeing what I'm trying to tell you, what I'm trying to explain right now on the video. So let's just keep cooking. So my ladies, it's been about 10 minutes that our fish is cooking. As you can see, if you see from the line, you have known that the water has kind of leveled up. They have cooked and shrinked a bit, and so I'm just going to garnish with a baby spinach, just to make our soup more colorful and have a little bit of aroma from the spinach. I love spinach in my food, and this is the perfect garnishing vegetable I can use for this recipe. So my ladies, I think our fish is done. We're just going to take it off now and serve it. Wow, I hope you can smell the aroma of this catfish pepper soup. So this is exactly what I was telling you, that until I see the skin try to shade out from the fish, then I know my fish is done, because you don't want to keep stirring your fish all over to make it messy. I promise you this is not a torture. I'm not trying to torture anybody by showing you the spoon, because I'm just going to have some. It is so yummy. Please let me know in the comment section if this recipe has made sense to you, if you usually use the same method to clean your fish, or what is your favorite kind of fish. And this is me having dinner. I actually started having a pepper soup and I couldn't eat my rice anymore until I think I'm done with my plate, with my bowl, because it's just so yummy and amazing. So thank you so much, ladies, for watching this recipe video, and let me see you on the next video of the fish recipe.